Welcome back to the MCC training series. In this installment, we're going to talk a little bit about the communication button and specifically the actual discussions that go underneath it. So I'm going to click discussions right here. You can see that I'm being redirected to a new page. Thank you, Comcast, for your wonderful redirections. Boom, here I am at the discussion forums. It's kind of exciting stuff. Alright, on the right side, let's start there. It shows me all the discussions that I've been a part of recently. Now, these are discussions that I actually entered a comment or a thought or created. Doesn't really matter. And then the other conversations that go on are people that added to that. So I wrote on the MCC Twitter list. I put my Twitter handle a long time ago. And recently, Bex Davis came in and updated hers. I wanted to start a spiritual group, face-to-face group around spirituality, and lots of people have chimed in on that. So that's how you know what's going on recently that you've been a part of. A lot of times you'll end up getting emails that are sent to you based on this too, and we'll tell you how to get rid of those if you don't want them. Here's the recent discussion. So this is going to show me the last 5 discussions that have been added. So very exciting. Most of these were added into different subgroups, but seeing how I'm a member of all subgroups, that's why it seems like Georgette has posted the same thing repeatedly. Advertisement, groups that we're able to get connected with, as I mentioned in the homepage. Again, tweeting in the Motor City, very good to do. And another link to the calendar. Alright, so let's focus on the left side of the page. I don't think you have the opportunity to create a new forum, and again, benefit of manager, so pay no attention to that. If you do want to create a new forum, shoot me an email. I'd be interested in having that conversation. Always open and interested in providing value to the membership wherever it may lie. So here's the forums that we have. Ask. Man, this is the reason Motor City Connect was started. That pesky color scheme was to be able to give people the opportunity to ask, and your ask really needs to contain the who you are, what you do, why you do it, and most importantly, for whom you can do it right now that's going to change your business. So let us know how we can help you. It's a great series of discussions in here. Best practices networking. If you're looking for some networking training or some ideas, you'll want to take a look at that. Charitable groups, oddly enough, is about groups that are supporting or functioning as charities. Lots of communication about upcoming events or upcoming groups that you can be a part of. Employment's a great place if you're in the staffing world or in the finding a job world to go in and put your specific ask. Let me sneak in here and tell you a little best practice. If I were looking for a job, I would go in and I would update my personal objective on my profile. I would a day later go in and fill out an ask and post it in that discussion group. The next day I would go into employment and I would put that same information on employment. Why? Because every time I'd show up on the front page in that discussion column. Very, very cool stuff. That's how you leverage that. Going in and filling all 3 or 4 of those out at the same time means you show up one after another after another. That doesn't get you the exposure you're looking for. Separate it out during the day. Best times, the busiest times on Motor City Connect, between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m., between lunchtime, and between 5 and 7. That's when most people are online here. Okay, general discussions. Boy, if you don't know where it goes under general discussions. It's really the catch-all. You can see there's 662 topics and over 2,600 posts there. Headlines and links, don't worry about that. That's not. It's just another label. It's not as effective as it could be because it's not really tied into anything. If you've got events that are coming up around Detroit, you definitely want to post them here. The MCC Book Club, gosh, if you're looking for a summer read or a new business book, you definitely want to go check out that book club. We've got a post in there that's got about 80 different business books. Very cool. Very cool. Motor City Connect and a youngin', go check out MCC Millennials. Average age is 30, maybe 28 in there. So if you're 32 and below, man, that's the group for you. Motor City Connect Expert Speak. The idea of this was to share your expertise, right? If you're a financial planner, tell us how to choose a financial planner. If you're a business development expert, give us some great sales techniques. Share your expertise, really shine, and more importantly, help us learn. So please take some time. See Drew Saget's in there sharing some excellent advice on mortgages. Motor City Connect success stories. The idea of that is if you actually got some business or made a good connection or had a great meeting, we'd love to see those inside of there. If you know how to turn off the color scheme thing in your Motor City Connect success story, please share it. Social gatherings area where we talk a little bit about what's going on in the Detroit area as well. Almost redundant, may change that in the very near future. The spiritual side of life. You know, we're holistic beings. Let's have some conversation outside of just business. Spiritual side of life's a great place to do that. If you're in the if you're in the manufacturing world, there's a newer topic of discussion right here, MCC manufacturing. And then we get into the subgroups. From earlier, we talked a little bit about being dissected by geography. You can see north, northeast, central, central west. You know, so you can kind of go in and figure out where you are. If you look, and we'll just click on the MCC Northwest discussion, any one of these subgroups kind of gives you an idea. Funny. If I go to, not the discussion, but the actual MCC Northwest page, it'll give me an idea of some of the areas, like Commerce, White Lake, Clarkston, and Waterford. That's what we perceive as the subgroup for MCC Northwest. So back to the discussions. The rest of them are just the industry side, so you can go in and talk a little bit about that, and we'll cover this more in the actual subgroup side. I want to go back to the home page and talk about real quick how that links back. And by real quick, I mean when I get there. Take your time. Oh, hey, thanks. Alright, so here's where all those conversations come up. Anytime you post a new discussion or reply to a discussion, anytime you share a personal objective, anytime you say you're going to come to an event or that you may come to an event, doesn't happen if you say you're not coming, anytime that you share a personal objective or update your profile, those things, those activities put you as recent activity on the home page. So it's a great way to get noticed. And I don't mean to pick on Georgette, because again, she's doing this in multiple subgroups, so she's got a reason for it. But you know, she's got all four of these showing up at one time. Better practice would be to do it at 10 o'clock in the morning on a Tuesday, at 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a Wednesday, at 7 a.m. on a Thursday, and really mix it up so you're seeing multiple audiences, and more importantly, multiple audiences are seeing you. Alright, that's all the information I have for you regarding this. You know what, the one thing I didn't do, if you go to an actual conversation and you wanna start a conversation or you want to reply to it, right? So here's the post. You want to reply to it, you can just click reply, or you can go to the bottom and just start typing. Either way, very, very easy to do. If you're in just regular old discussion group itself, in the main page of discussion, you'll actually have the opportunity right here to go up and create a new topic, right? So just like any other discussion, you'll need to come up with a title for it, right? And then just fill it out. You've got some advanced editing features right here, so you can go in and you can change the color of the font. If you wanted to actually hyperlink something, you would, create a link back to a website, you would highlight the word, you would click this hyperlink button, and it would give you the opportunity to create that link. So lots of cool things you can do here. Alright, thanks so much for taking a look at the discussions with me. As always, be connected.